Sana to the DOTClimate Action Workshop. Before we start, ningependa kumkaribisha Dennis Otieno, Deputy Project Director and Operational Lead. As he makes his way here, please, a round of applause.
Dear President Tanzania, once again I warmly welcome you to this workshop at DOT. Our mission as DOT is to equip young people with digital skills, entrepreneurship, leadership opportunities, so they can create jobs, drive innovation, and lead solutions within their community. And we're here to introduce and validate Participatory Action Research and Climate Action Toolkit, designed to scale youth-led climate initiatives and strengthen collaboration across our ecosystem. Saying all that, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to connect and collaborate with everyone in the room. Thank you.
To our first session, ambayo itakuwa ni kuhusu kuelewa model na project highlights. Napenda kumkaribisha Edson to lead on this.
Pia tuna watu tunataka kuelezea kama climate champions kwa mambo mtakuwa mnasikia. Katika hii kundi pia tuna watu wanaitwa Participatory Action Research Working Groups kama committees. Kwa kuna baadhi ya members hapa, pia tuna a community member ambaye pia alikuwa mtamueleza ni nani. Then tuna external stakeholders, watu ambao ni wadau ambao wanasikiliza mambo ya vijana. And this group here has enabled us to really see results. And this workshop is designed to kind of show you what has happened, but also this workshop will help us to validate what has happened and how we can move forward from here. So as we're going to go through this schedule, we're going to see a lot of those activities going forward. But before we start with those activities, I wanted also to show you what this project was intended to do, what we achieved briefly, and what we have really learned from it. Then together we will discuss how we can make it go forward. When we plant trees, that's what we do always. But don't take a step back, then we went to design and think of how can we really bring interventions that are sustainable, but that really affect their community in a positive way, that they can tackle this climate change. That we do here is for them to be at the center of change for the community. Whenever the community, then they mobilize the community, they do presentations, then they form things we call the Participatory Action Research Working Groups, say committees. They work together. So when they're working together, then we start seeing a little bit of change, which moves to some climate action, right? So after this effect is happening, then these youth will develop, the self-efficacy and motivation to take action.
This technology needs, right? So I think youth are at the heart of that intersection, right? Where you know the community's problems, you know where the awareness and knowledge doesn't exist, but you're also in this era where you are using technology yourselves, right? You are using probably ChatGPT by now, right? Or you're attending virtual meetings, right? So you're at the intersection of these two worlds, and the world is rapidly streaming into technology. So I emphasize that today because I can just sense how fast we're accelerating to that stage. And I would like the youth in every country that I'm working in right now to be a part of that mission.
There's a few here. So I think we have Anabahati. Yeah, she wears many hats, but I just want to, because I know Anabahati was one of the people who saw this, the injection of this program for this year. The first stakeholders to see, because she came at Stanbic Incubator, and then we were still training these climate champions who have done amazing work. So,
Thank you for the opportunity of putting me on the spot. So I think I met you and other people in the room when you were just initiating this program, and I was very interested to know more. I am also on the IMAP, so I have been engaged with the work of DOT for a very long time. I think in 2020 I was part of the social innovators who were trained by DOT. So I founded Kani Foundation last year, but I think it's because of the work I've been doing in the, it's a long time coming. I have been working with women entrepreneurs, and what he's saying about the innovation, sometimes we think it has to be something big, you have to think, but there are so many solutions that are being done in the communities that is not even spotlighted. And when I was with women for more than 10 years, so I think that's an area I am more conversant with, but of course we're also looking at how you are included. And I like what you said when you went to Kilimanjaro. When I started this conversation with women in motion, just like what your climate champions are doing, I was sitting down with women and I was telling them things about, oh, you shouldn't be using, when you go, you're providing solutions, and you shouldn't be using firewood, look at all these other options, and then they tell you, okay, but you can't afford it. But we're speaking to women who have all these banana yields, and when it's banana season, you will see banana laying on the ground, just rotting away. So for them, what was more important was how do they, because it's all tied. I like what she said about all these other issues, poverty, and alternative sources of income. So
information provided, especially there. So another interesting story. So when we were starting this project a few months back, we also got a guest at our office, Tanzania Green Summit. So there's a big summit that's going to be happening next year, but they launched it. They launched its preparation activities this year. And when they came to our office, it was like a timely point because we were also designing on how we can really support our climate champions. Then few of our climate champions, I think most of the Dar es Salaam climate champions got an opportunity to go to the launch and connect and learn. And I know that was another important event because what happened is a new story. Grace is here, she's going to mention it. But I think we spotted somebody in the panel from Twiga Cement, one of the biggest cement producing companies.
In the government through the Vice President office. And as Elton Stanley alivyosema, DOT ni moja kati ya wadau wetu wakubwa sana kwenye Tanzania Green Summit. And our main focus ni kuona ni kwa namna gani we are going to help youth kutumia mazingira kama fursa ya kujiongezea kipato. Kama ambavyo kwenye sekta nyingine tunaona kuna vijana ambao wanafanya vizuri. So kwenye sekta ya mazingira ni kwa namna gani tunaangalia tunaweza tukawawezesha vijana ili kuwajengea sustainability kwenye project ambazo wanazifanya. DOT kuna vijana wengi sana ambao tayari walishakuja kwenye launch. Kwa hiyo huu ni mchakato ambao tutaenda kufanya kuliko kuna discussion ambazo zinafanywa na vijana katika kila engo. Tunataka this summit iwe ni ya community. Kwa hiyo tutaanzia kule chini kabisa kudiscover talent ambazo zinafanywa sana sana vijana at local level mpaka national level. Lakini pia apart from that, sio tu kugundua hizo talent, sio tu kugundua hizo projects, lakini kwa namna gani tunaweza tukawawezesha hawa vijana.
Who are the local partners. So the way DOT works is that we have our offices in Dar, so we don't have offices in other regions. But we believe in working with partners and regions. And this project is something to really train our climate champions. They get into the communities. Then with the communities, they reach out to local partners and enter collaborations and get support.
Sisi tulikuwa pia as a local partner katika uundaji wa DOTClimate, na the Women Foundation is an organization ambayo inafanya kazi ya kuempower wanawake ambao wanaishi katika mazingira magumu au hatarishi kujipatia kipato au increase their income through waste management. Na vitu ambavyo tunafanya sana sana ni kufanya mistake za plastic, kwa sababu tunapata kitu kwa temeke ambacho wale mama wamefanya kama demonstration hub, wanachakata hizo plastic ili kutengeneza matofali na vitu vingine. So kupitia waste management kwa mama wanaingiza kipato chao from the mpaka sasa hivi tumewasaidia kwa siku wanapata mpaka $5 per day, ambao kwa wao walikuwa wengi tuchukua vile kwamba wanaishi katika under $2 per day. Kwa sababu naona mama ambao wanafanya kazi za kawaida za kuuza mihogo mpaka mchana, umemaliza kazi hawana cha kufanya, wale upandili nao. Then after baada ya kufanya kazi zao za kawaida, tunawachukua sisi wanaenda kwenye pale kiwandani wanafanya kazi kama hizo za sorting. Kuna ambao pia wanauza hizo plastic, wanajiingizia kipato na wanachakata hizo plastic.
My name is Paul Mosiemi, representing Global Platform, working for Action Tanzania, which is a global federation or movement working against poverty and injustice. So today I'm here to speak briefly also on what we do in terms of also climate interventions, engagements, and just briefly, first we do capacity enhancement of youths, and when we engage youths, we don't only look at youths, but also we engage also the other community of people living with disabilities, and we've seen major milestones and engagement impacts from the time when we started engaging them. Also, as part of global transition process, we are working with young people who are developing different models of alternative energy, such as briquettes, which pia nasikia kiitwa mkaa mbadala. So this is something that we are supporting young people to develop. We are also very big and specifically focused on sustainable farming model known as.
Some of them they are broken due to the waste. So when it's raining, maybe some of the time the rainwater comes to the house also it's flooded. So we do like cleaning those drainage systems so I can make it clean.
Jina langu ni Grace Imana. Project ambayo tuliimplement ni upandaji wa miti pamoja na mboga mboga, kwa sababu miti ambayo ilikuwepo ilikuwa ni dhaifu na hali ilikuwa inaelekea kuwa jangwa. Kwa hiyo tulirescue kuanzia pale. Then kwenye upandaji wa mboga ni kwa sababu tulikuwa tunahitaji the community wapate kutatua tatizo la hali ya hewa wakati huo wakijipatia kipato, kwa sababu walikuwa inawabidi watumie mboga ya aina moja wakati walikuwa wanaweza kuwa na mboga nyingine wakijipatia kipato, lakini pia wakiweka afya zao vizuri. Asante.
Kwa majina naitwa Severino Chundu, natokea Kibaha kwa Pwani. Project yetu tulifanya ni create awareness kwa jamii na pia kupunguza human elephant conflict, kwa sababu wanajamii wanaishi katika corridor, wildlife corridor, inaitwa Kikwati Wildlife Corridor, ambapo wanyama wana migrate kutokea maeneo ya hifadhi wanakuja maeneo wanaoishi jamii kwa lengo la kutafuta chakula. So to create a local solution ambayo tulikuwa tunatengeneza tofali lenye mchanganyiko wa kinyesi cha tembo na pilipili. Aim ni kwamba tuchukue ile tofali kulichoma katika mazingira ya mashamba, then ile smell tembo yeye anayofia na anayokimbia. So anapoanza kumigrate kutoka maeneo ya hifadhi, anapoisense ile smell, then yeye ana change direction. So na project yetu tuliita jamii salama, tembo salama, kwamba wanajamii tuendelee kusurvive tukipata vipato kutoka kwenye kilimo chetu, lakini pia tembo waendelee kusurvive, warudi maeneo ya hifadhi, waendelee kuishi. Thank you so much.
The question here is, what's your observation on the toolkit? And after you being trained on it and you taking it back to the communities. So anybody is free to.
Community akili ya kutafuta solution, au inampa akili ya kujua kwamba solution haletewi ila anaitafuta mwenyewe akishirikiana na wengine. Kwa the pulp hit haikumpa jamii afanye nini, ila ilimsaidia yeye afikirie what to do in order to achieve au kutatua ile tatizo ambalo walikuwa wanakumbana nalo. Tumezoea kwamba most of projects they come with solutions like in this community we have to do this and this and this, we have to plant trees. Yani wanakuja kabisa na idea like tumeona hapa ni jangwa kwa hiyo tutapanda miti, lakini ile pale ilikuwa inamwambia community nyie mna matatizo ni mengi, je, what you want to do? Kipi mmekipa kipaumbele kwenye matatizo yenu? Kwa hiyo ilikuwa haiji na kipaumbele, ile inampa nafasi ya kuchagua kipaumbele chake.
Said, to me the part toolkit was more engaging, like it made both the champions, it made both the champions and also the community members and the PAR working group to understand more and getting to know deep on what we're supposed to do, and also not to make the community do what we want to do, but also to come together and come up with one thing which we're going to like decide on what to do and come up with one solution on it. So the part toolkit, to me, it was more engaging, and it made people, like the community members, to like have confidence towards their decisions. First of all, attending the climate champion session training, most of us we are not know how to train, how to teach those local community. So through part toolkit is help us to go step by step, from one step to another step, and make sure that we reach what we want, because it's so easy when you follow the steps through part toolkit. So for my side, I can say that if you don't know how to facilitate, you can use part toolkit and you can make it.
When we went back to our local community, when we were implementing this project, we observed a lot of climate challenges, like the rise of temperature and others. But we decided to choose to combat or to clean the street based on the available resources for there. So this part toolkit guide us to deal with these challenges based on the availability of the resources present in the community. Yeah, that's another.
The part toolkit, of course, helps you to make decisions. The part toolkit has helped you as climate champions to facilitate, but also I think something very important, which is helping you, it has probably been designed not to provide solutions for the community, but rather empower the communities to come up with solutions for their problems. So I also like that, but also it brings together the community quickly, like to make decisions and timely actions.
And the last one is, I think, is advocacy. Advocacy, you know, sometimes you have to know how can you make policy regarding about climate change, climate science, and stuff like that. So we should be equipped in terms of skills, unique skills that are just important as a young leaders.
Know how to know what the problem and turn off the action. So how are we to find the resource to implement this action? It's what we do. Like how can we get the standards, how can this
possibility of getting to be engaged in other trainings concerning climate change, not only in the part toolkit, or maybe in other topics like just transition, maybe the agroecology, NDCs, getting to know about the national determined contribution of Tanzania and other East African countries or other countries. And also, yeah, to me it's only that, maybe to get to know more or to get deep into other climate change topics.
Art, it is about skills and knowledge. So we should be equipped with the more knowledge and skills, because most of the community members, they face the challenge of awareness. Awareness still is a problem in the community. So as we climate champion, when we have no knowledge, skills, it is transformed.
Okay, on how to turn our problems into solution. So little budget, because as you can see, we are going to together the community and telling them or giving them skills on how they can combat or they can tackle the climate change problem into solution. But another side, as a climate champion, we can have groups and maybe writing our own proposal as a one group and see
if we can tackle the problem. Yeah.
Na lengo ni kukamilisha kama 360 view ya mradi mzuri mpaka mwisho. Nataka ni wape opportunity.
Mimi kwa upande wangu ilikuwa very productive kwa sababu before nilikuwa sijaengage kwenye any issue ambayo inadili na climate issue, actions. So ilikuwa ni experience mpya and nilijifunza vingi, na kikubwa ni kwamba jamii inakoswa ile tunasema inakuwa iko informed. So iko informed tunakuwa kama tunaimotivate, tunakuwa kama tunaiamsha, lakini pia tunaipa ile nguvu ya ziada ya jamii ikiwa informed inakuwa na nguvu ya cooperate, kuungana na tunasema stakeholders kwenye kuensure kwamba kunakuwa na transformations na vitu kama hivyo. Yeah.
Kwa na wengine nani right, so mtoto tisa. So ilikuwa unaenda kupasa kitu boring, watu wanasema ilikuwa ni nzuri, kitu tumejifunza kwenye group kulikuwa tunatizama kundi lolote nalo. Sikuwa
tulipewa tulikuwa chance ya kuselect muda ambao ni rafiki kwa kila mtu. So tulikaa kama meeting, tukasuggest wakawa tunasema kwamba labda kuanzia saa 4 hadi saa 7 itakuwa ni muda rafiki kwa kila mtu. So ilikuwa ni nzuri, watu waliitika. Though siku ya kwanza ilikuja wachache, lakini siku ya pili na siku zote zinafuata watu walizidi kuongezeka na ikatibidi badili msingi ambao ilikuwa inatakiwa.
Consistency and retention of the 9 power members. So to get that, so time, power members deciding their own time, I guess it's valuable.
Bring awareness to the local government, like the climate champion are coming here and what they are going to do. So the local government will give the full support.
Yes.
Habari, mimi naitwa Musa. Sisi tulikuwa kufundishwa kuhusu tabia nchi. Ndio kitu tulichojifunza kwamba inatuathiri vipi tabia nchi inavyotokea kuanzia miaka 30 shuka kwenda juu, kwamba tujifunza jinsi joto linavyoongezeka duniani na inatuathiri vipi sisi. Endelea na usafi. Changamoto ilikuwepo katika muda wa gari, kwamba labda sisi tulijitolea siku fulani tufanye na gari linafika siku tofauti ambayo sisi tunatufanya.
Also guided this project to the inclusion part, right? So we also got an opportunity to see people with disabilities joining the school. And today we have a community member. Tuna mmoja wa community members who really stepped up and came to this. So I just want to give them an opportunity also to see what they have for this project. Tutaka ni pate pia experience equality in the community level. Tutasaidia maybe Gillian can guide us here because I think you're in the action stage, right? You know how this activity went through, observations, maybe you can guide us at school level.
Tulipokea ugeni kutoka DOTI ambao wao walikuja kwa lengo la kuja kutuelimisha kuhusiana na mabadiliko ya tabia ya nchi, lakini pia na utunzaji wa mazingira. Ni kweli tulikusanyika watu wenye ulemavu na tukapata faida ya kuelewa mambo mbalimbali yanayohusiana na mabadiliko ya tabia ya nchi, lakini pia tulionyeshwa umuhimu wa kutunza mazingira, na sisi pia tulipata furaha kuona kwamba kama watu wenye ulemavu tukashirikishwa kikamilifu upande wa usafi wa. Tukabahatika kupanda miti ambapo nimeacha mti kwa wenye jina langu. Kwa hiyo tukapanda miti.
We just request an introduction letter to be.
Jambo la kwanza ambalo mimi binafsi lilikuwa limenifarijisha sana kuweza kuandaa shimo pamoja na kuchukua mti kuweka na kufukia kwa mikono yangu mimi mwenyewe. Sijawahi kufikiria. Kwa hiyo ni kitu ambacho kwa kweli nilikuwa kimenifanya nipate furaha sana. Na hata sasa hivi ninapokaa kufikiria huwa siamini kama mimi ndo nilofanya kile kitu. Kwa hiyo ule usemi wa kwamba watu wenye ulemavu wakiwezeshwa wanaweza
ni kweli. Kubwa tu sasa jamii ijitoe.
One thing which really touched me is that now he was able really to, like dig a hole and put a tree in, which is something they've never done. The other ones never done. So it's something which has been, like it has really inspired them to really do it again. And they're requesting to go back and do more of that. And that's requesting DOT for that support to make it go forward. So I think that's another component that we missed in the translation, but it really shows the project has inclusion in the lens as well. So nashukuru sana kwa